want anybody to lose money,
Something
especially
in
now.
respect to that.
Go ahead, jump in, and then I have a great
All right.
example.
So, like you saying, you have a lot of scammers out there.
Mad scammers, thank
Yeah,
you.
there's a lot of scammers out there. They're gonna hit you up, be it on social media, be it on Facebook or Instagram. If they see you following any financial whatever, anything that's gonna educate you as far as the market or
Mm-hmm.
any
Mm-hmm.
financial, they're gonna try to hit you up and say, hey, we'll give you, this is what you're gonna get. Like they'll show you videos and stuff like that with people that they probably scams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They make false promise to those people,
Yep.
and then got these people to make videos saying that they got money, they got return money, and so forth and so on. These things be fake, so hey, just be careful.
And you know, it's so funny that you say that, Will. And welcome, Madeline. We're gonna let her introduce herself in a moment. The funniest thing happened the other day. I have a friend of mine I've known for like 20 years, and we like it was the craziest thing. He hits me up on Instagram, which was so weird because he's never hit me up on Instagram. We've been Facebook friends too for 20 years, but we know each other in real life. So it's like a real life thing, but it's also like a Facebook thing. And he hits me up. He's like, sis, did you just recently hit me up in my DM on Facebook? And I'm like, no, like, why? He's like, oh my God, I blocked and reported you. And I'm like, for what? So what did I even do? He's like, I thought you were trying to scam me. So my account got hacked. True story. And the person or people behind the hacking legit hit up my people and were like, you should do this investment thing. Just send me $800 right now and I will get you whatever money, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh my God, because I had noticed my account was acting strange for a few days. And that was why, because I'm like supposedly hacking into people's account or somebody's hacking into my account and they're telling people to invest in some scam situation. So you're right, Will. Be careful, everybody. It's a mess out there. Seriously. Well, real quick, let's take Miss Modeling. Miss Modeling, can you introduce yourself, sister? I was getting worried about you tonight. Miss Modeling? Oh, maybe she can't hear us. Oh, she won't be able to introduce herself yet.
Oh, I can hear you. I was driving earlier when I logged on. I
Okay.
realized I had my sister's name on my iPad.
Oh.
I said Tabitha. I was like, who's Tabitha? Is my sister on
It's
I'm sorry. I was driving and I just reached.
okay.
Yeah, it's good to see everybody. My name is Madeline. I'm an administrator for Kingsborough Community College. I'm also an author. I write children's books about Haiti. And yeah, I'm Team ECI member and I'm happy to be here. And let me tell you guys,
Tell it,
we
girl.
talk about like investing and trade and whatever. I just have on here. Someone has been trying to get me to invest into this hyperverse or hypeverse.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a blooming loom or something like that. And I'm like, I think I have common sense, right? And it's so interesting that you guys are talking about that. Like when you're trying to like invest and find financial freedom, sometimes you have to be careful who you talk to, who you interact with, because they can, cause you to be off track or invest in the wrong things. So I'm happy you guys are talking about that tonight.
Thank you for sharing that. And it's literally like a thing. And then here's another thing. So I'm so glad Will brought that up because it made me remember the story about Steve Harvey, too. So, in the financial world that we're in presently, we have to be careful on so many facets. And if anybody wants a copy of the 5 tips for first time investors, let me know. Hit me up 347-617-6873. And also let me know if you want to join Team ECI because you'll be able to do that as well. So recently I saw the interview that Steve Harvey did. And sometimes you watch people and you're like, oh my God, they're so strong, they're so amazing, but we don't know their backstory. I think it was about 10 to 15 years ago or so, Steve Harvey entrusted all of his money with his accountant and didn't watch any of his money. And this is accounting, and we're talking about investments, but it's kind of like the same thing. And so what he did was he was, sending all his checks, or it was going directly to his accountant or what have you. And he thought he was paying his investments or his taxes and all of that jazz. And when the guy died, the guy's assistant, the accountant's assistant, hits him up, Steve Harvey, who's like a super famous person, and was like, "We have a problem." And Steve Harvey's like, "What's the problem?" The woman says, basically, the accountant who just died never paid your taxes for like the past 10 plus years. And as a multimillionaire, Steve Harvey was supposed to pay a whole lot of money every year or whatever. Well, fast forward, the thing happened where he had to get in contact with his attorneys and see what options he had. And of course, being a black man in America, first of all, you don't have many damn choices. But secondly, there really weren't that many choices because the money just never got to the IRS. And literally, they were going to send Steve Harvey to jail. And he was able to take care of all of those bills by just working overtime and paying into the IRS and making sure his name was cleared so he wouldn't do time and things like that. Well, I shared that story with you because that goes hand in hand with literally keeping up with your own money and knowing, ready, keep your investments on track. That whole thing about keeping your investments on track, learning your money, and then not also falling for any old okey doke. And I think that Steve Harvey must have trusted this man so much that he literally gave him his life. And just like Madeline just came up and shared, she's getting hit up by like scammers wanting her to invest in different things. Please be very careful no matter who you're working with, no matter who the person is. Do your research, make sure they're credible, and then you can move forward. Does anybody have anything else they want to add before we go to part 2 with this business thing that I wanted to share with all of you? Anybody have anything else they want to add? You can unmute yourself. Okay. Okay, let me just add this number, 347-617-6873. I don't even know how to ping. So please, Fabi, do me a favor and ping that number. That's the WhatsApp number, but that's also where you can reach out to me in regards to this document that we have here that I wanted to share with you. All right, perfect. And now then, since nobody has any questions or concerns, here's the last piece. I hope you guys can see this. Like, sometimes I fold my documents up and they get kind of all beat up, but I tried my best to not fold this up. It's a document that I created a while ago when I was doing a presentation. And I think, oh my God, from 12/11/20. So that was like a little over 2 years ago, I did this one presentation. And I think it was right before the pandemic hit, right? So basically, what it is the SWOT, the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. I felt like, thank you so much, Sweet Fabi, join us right now, my love. I feel like in talking about investments and talking about first time, investor tips and everything that we're talking about this evening, it goes hand in hand with SWOT. SWOT is typically utilized in a business setting, but tonight we're going to utilize it here because it goes hand in hand when it comes to investments and knowing your portfolio. What it is basically when you know your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats, you're able to make much better decisions. You're able to work better in whatever setting you're in, and you're basically able to move forward in a way so that you can make the best decisions for your life. But if you don't know the strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats, then how are you able to make any proper decisions? Right? And so tonight, if you want a copy of this as well, or if you want to just Google, the SWOT, look it up for yourself. Please feel free to do so because what we want to do is we want to get everybody, on the same page. What are some of your strengths? What are some of your weaknesses? If anybody wants to answer, and share some of your strengths, your weaknesses, what you consider opportunities, and what you consider as threats, we can even do that for a few minutes. If not, go home, think about it, and make sure that when you are about to invest, or if you're looking into investments, think about your strengths, think about your weaknesses, think about your opportunities or the opportunities you've heard of tonight or you think that you know of, and then think about those threats that are out there that are always lingering and they're always around, so that you can make the best decision for your lives and your futures. Because what we have to remain, conscientious about is that our futures are literally what depends on our today. If you're not making the right decisions today, then you're not going to have the best future. And I'm telling you right now, we want everybody to know that when you make the right decisions today, you're going to be very successful tomorrow. So that's basically what we had. We're having a short night tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Darlene, you're beautiful as well. I love you, babe. Thank you all so much for tuning in and being a part of our platform tonight. We're going to be back next week, of course, same black time, same black space, as you know. And then if you want to join the Team ECI, definitely send us that message ASAP at 347-617-6873. Again, 347-617-6873, so that you can stay in the know with all of us. We want to make sure that you know some of the greatest advice and have a family unit. And I feel like Will was hitting the nail on the head with some of that great information earlier. We want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We hope this information was actually beneficial to all of you. We hope this information was beneficial. We hope that you take heed and you've learned something. And now it's our time to shut it down and head on out because I have 3 more meetings this evening. I'm not even done for the evening, guys. But if anybody has any other questions, concerns, or comments, now is the time to share them. Please, please, please share them. If you have anything else you want to add, modeling, we haven't heard from you, Boo. Share something great. Anything great happened to anybody this week? Let us know. Let us know.
I wanted to say that as an investor, whether you're beginning or middle or advanced, wherever, one strength is to figure out what type of investor you are.
Ooh.
So for me, like, I'm a passive investor. Like, I know I'm in it for the long run, so I'm not looking for any, get rich quick scheme. The market is volatile, is what I tell myself every day.
Yes, sister.
I expect the up and down, but some people, that may not be the case. So one strength in investing is trying to figure out, are you a passive investor or are you a more aggressive investor? And I think starting from those points will help you make smart decisions and really, know what to invest in and what you care about. And you should invest in companies that you care about, right? That you want to see them grow and pay attention to what's happening. So that's what makes sense.
You know what? That is actually some of the best advice I've heard in a long time. Here I am giving advice tonight, and it's not coming from me. It's coming from Chase. Chats with Chase, it's called. But I'm gonna send that out to everybody. But you know what? That they don't even have that on there. I really think you should be like on the investment portfolio side of things, modeling, because that makes so much sense. Like, what kind of investor are you? And I think what happens in those settings, and I love that you shared that, is because when you actually go in to a meeting, or like when you go and do your budget with an advisor, for example, they go over those type of details with you. But if you're not sure, then before you even get into those meetings, you have no idea what some of these questions are that they're going to ask you. And it can be terrifying. And I think that's the reason why a lot of our people do not go into these meetings sometimes, because they don't know what's going to be asked of them. And then obviously what happens is there's a little fear that you're not going to say the right things, or you're not going to know, what type of investor you are. But like I said, tonight is such a powerful night because, when I found these documents, I was like, oh my God, I need to have this as a major platform for our community because, even when I looked over the documents myself, I didn't know that information first. Right, modeling, and I'm pretty sure you can agree with me. Before you became an investor, before you became somebody who was interested in this world, you didn't know these terminologies. I didn't know them. I was afraid of them.
Absolutely, you just don't know what to expect, and if you don't know, you just create fear.
Absolutely,
Real fear. So yeah. It's all
Absolutely.
about education too.
It's all about education, and that's why we do what we do here on Team ECI. I love what you just shared, Madeline, and I hope people understand that fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. Do not be afraid, friends. You have a family here with your girl Anaya A, with my sister Miss Madeline, and with Will and with Miss Josie. Miss Josie, I'm so glad is back with us. And I hope to see her more because I see that she's very interested in the stock market. We also have on the premises, if she wants to say something, Miss Alexis. If not, I get it. But we also need Mr. Biko to say something before we shut it down. I just remembered that we have a few of our members here. Go ahead, Miss Alexis. You've heard us for a few minutes. I know you were busy and you were just getting here, but did you hear anything we had to say about the stock market as well as SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? Okay, you missed that
I have
part
not heard that in a long time.
because it goes with business, but you know what? It goes hand in
That was in my
hand.
business class.
I
though.
know it goes hand in hand with the investment thing tonight,
Oh, wow.
girl. We making it work. So share anything that you want to add to the conversation, and I'm gonna get Mr. Biko for him to say a couple of words as well. Go ahead, my sister. Get closer so they can see you.
Oh,
Right here. This is camera one.
okay.
We acting like it's a real TV studio up in here. Go ahead, Miss Alexis.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mr. Biko, can you come in and share a couple of words?
Oh,
Yeah.
what I will say that I did catch,
Uh-huh.
I believe, was knowing what you're strong in as
Yes.
far as like investing.
Yeah.
See, I'm the type. As soon as I see the numbers go up, I'm ready to pull out because I'm afraid that if I keep it in there longer, I'm gonna lose something.
Right.
So I don't know anything about investing
Okay.
other than you put some money in and it's supposed to grow.
Got you.
So that's all that I really know about investing.
So we're gonna help you grow your money and learn. And well, this is why this platform is here to help people like yourself. So
Mhm.
thank you for sharing that. That is what you call truth and what's the word I'm looking for? When you're real open and you're transparency. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, you like that?
Mhm.
Okay. And do you see how SWOT goes hand in hand? Okay. You like that, right?
Yeah, I learned it in business school.
Yeah.
So I thought that was, I swear I haven't heard that since like
I know.
2013.
I know. Because it goes hand in hand. And look, I created it. So since she's here with us, I could show her this document. I created this whole thing and I did a presentation. So okay, now we have Mr. Biko. Mr. Biko, come in, switch places with Miss Alexis.
Okay.
And then we're going to shut it down because you know what? The reason I want Mr. Biko in here as well is because come on in. Mr. Will just shared something about options. And I feel like you're the first person that taught me about options just recently within the past couple of months. How is it that I've been investing my monies and my growth portfolios, blah, 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 for all these years? And I had no idea about options. And then we have Mr. Will here. Say hi, Mr. Will. Just wait. Yep, thank you. And Mr. Biko here, that's why I wanted you in here because he was the first person to teach an IA about options. So what would you like to add to the conversation? We've been talking about tips in investing. Go ahead, sir.
Well, options is a method of getting involved in the trading world.
Mm-hmm.
When you see when you think a company is about to move in a short period of time.
Mm.
Of course, before you buy options, one should know that company is ready to make a move.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I have said I'm going to work on is teaching my group about seasonal trades. For example, if you know that there is a company that moves in April, for the last 10 years, you know that company moves down in April. You're looking for indication that it's ready to move down.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you will buy maybe 3 months options or 6 months options. It's called LEAPs, long-term options.
You see how we didn't know that either? You forgot to talk about that, sir.
Well, when I'm supposed to do a workshop, we're going to talk
I
about
like how
it.
you break it down too.
The thing about long-term options, if you buy an option for 6 months, you know you want to be out of it at least 2 months before it expires. Because you do not want it to expire with you.
Hey.
There are people who day trade options.
Mm-hmm.
Most companies, you have to have at least 10,000, well, it used to be, in your account
Okay.
to day trade options.
Okay, so it used to be 10,000. Now it could be what you think.
It might be about 5,000 because they've tried to make it more compatible to the less
Less-
financial endowed people.
I got it. Like those people that ain't got as much. Praise God.
Right.
Okay, thank you. You can keep it real on the Team ECI platform. Thank you so much,
You
sir.
are very welcome.
And anything else you would like to share with the people, because he is our regular co-guest as well as Miss Alexis here in the building. So we love to learn.
I got my coworker here with me. He want to share some about options.
Y'all got jokes tonight.
Options. You see, if you-
Hi, coworker.
some
He's
some
a big option guy right there.
Oh,
Right.
really? Okay.
there are people who do short-term trading with options. For example, you get up in the morning, you look at the company that has made the highest heights for the last 30 days.
Mm.
Or
Y'all
the
pay
lowest
attention.
lows for the last 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you look for the indicators that indicate that it's in a buying mode. At 9:30, you put your indicators there and you draw your line. By 10 o'clock,
Mm.
which one? You select 5 companies that is most likely to go up or go down. And at
Mm.
10 o'clock, you put your line, which one ever opens and closes above that line at 10 o'clock. It's a good possibility that that stock or company.
Oh, do you know how to read the charts and stuff like that, sir?
I built my own chart.
So he is into the trading world.
I'm a day trader.
He's a day trader.
Right.
I trade
I mean, we
index.
all are.
I trade in. No, we all are not.
No, we all are not, because
I
I'm
do.
still.
I trade index options,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to teach. One of the things I've set out to do is to teach my people how to day trade, and that is not an easy task, because I tell my people wait for A plus B to get in, and then they call me. I see F plus G, and it's time to get in. You see. So teaching out my people to follow a formula
Mm.
has been a difficult task. But you cannot day trade if you don't have a formula, and if you're not willing to follow the formula.
Mm.
We as a group, a serious war have been waged against many of us that has prevented us from being able to really work together as we should. And that was one of the major wars waged against us. I talk about the Reagan administration,
Mm.
when they pumped this crack and cocaine in our community, having our children fighting each other rather than learning to work together.
That's it.
But we have to find ways to work with each other and teach each other and help each other to be strong. And day trading, once you could trade, you should be able to help a few people provide jobs for themselves. And that will come together as time evolves.
Thank you so much, sir. And we have this brother. I feel like he has something to say, Mr. Options. Hello, coworker.
My name is Ronnie Hilaire. So it's like I'm here with my brother, Will.
Yes.
The thing is, I want to share with you guys. Everything you were saying is true, but from my experience, so I've been losing big chunk. So within the past 3 months, I lost 300,000. I'm not a rich man. 300,000. So
You lost 300 or you made?
I lost 300,000 in option.
Oh my God, I'm dead. Hold on, catch me. Wait. Hey, sorry.
You could make back.
Wait a minute. You lost, and you're still smiling. Upatombe. Wait, are you Haitian?
Yeah, I'm Haitian too.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I. Hey, wait. Oh my God. Jesus,
Some people make that in a day.
No.
I know, but how do you lose 300,000 and you're still alive? I would be.
Actually, I was just in Brazil.
Wow.
Enjoying myself, but you can't let that, because I made my most money from option. Like the way you were saying, like you gotta have a plan, like to set up, like he said before. It's true.
You know your stuff.
But sometimes you gotta look at the news, what's going on. Sometimes you gotta trade the psychological trade. Yeah, you gotta have a psychology about what's going on around. So it's like the war and everything. It's like you gotta be on your P's and Q's, like
Yes.
always listening to the news, what's going on. don't base your technical analysis only. Sometimes it's true what you see in front of you, but the news came, but you didn't know. You know what happened? Like the leave option. This is what I do. I had my NEO, a NEO call for $55. I bet about 125,000 a NEO, and then I got my Tesla. I got like Apple, and then my Apple, I made my money. So my Apple is my bank.
Okay.
One of the like I have right now, just stocks. I have over 200,000 shares only because I love Apple. It's like this is like my backbone of my account.
Okay.
So it's like all those weak stocks, growth stocks. It's like an Apple, like Amazon, like Tesla. Those just like on the side for me, my backbones. And then so it's like I have a couple like how can I say? Hold on one second.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of others.
Oh my God, I forget the term to say that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I have a couple of them, but you have to know, like you said, so it's like you have to read the chart. If you don't know how to read the chart sometimes, and then listen to the news, and then so know what's going on around. So it's everything. It's everything.
And let me ask you both something, because it seemed like you're both into the technology of the stocks, the Amazons, the Teslas, the Apples, and things of that nature. With the present war that we're in, do you feel like things are going to go up or down? I know that's kind of hard to answer. All three of you, or anybody too.
Right now we're in a bear market, so forget about it. Especially the rate just being increased by power.
Yeah.
It's like the thing is like people are pessimistic about coming out now. They start coming out a little slowly. It's like since after the rate hikes. So it's like they start coming out. But like to tell you the truth, for me, I don't really do any for the past 2 months. I don't do anything. I just let it be because since like I had my lead option and then I lost, and then so it's like and then so I'm seeing the way it's going. It's just like people I'm fighting with Wall Street and like those people like in the Senate. All these things, people, politicians, I don't want to, I said, you know what, I got to have a right state of mind. So when the thing's going, like, I'm not waiting for like a bullish market, but I'm trying to wait until I see the market is really moving.
Right.
And then for me to start trading again. Right now,
you're just chilling.
That when you bear markets, I'm not trying to put any more money. So I'm just leave everything the way it is.
I like that. Thank you.
Same with me. So all I've been doing is averaging down since, everything has been going down lately. So whatever I had bought at a high price, I just been averaging down. So
wow.
That's why I'm always working.
Because just to show you guys, this is one of my small accounts. So it's like you saw my downside.
Oh yeah. That's down. Very down. Yes. My brother, you're a strong person. I see that. It's pretty down. It's pretty down. I know that sounds terrible.
Use the word pretty down.
I know pretty down is
probably pretty down is a good thing for many traders.
Really?
Yes.
Is pretty down is a good word for traders?
Some traders. Those traders.
Because when they're down, you can buy more.
Down, you go down with it. That's the difference between the trader and an investor. I'm a day trader. I begin the morning at 9 o'clock. By 4 o'clock, I'm out of the market. There are a few people who day trade, and there are many people who do position trading.
I'm sorry to interview. Tell them you know what you're doing. That's why you day trade most of the time. If you don't know what you're doing, I don't advise to day trade.
You have to learn what you're doing. You have to know.
Wait, didn't you spend a lot of money to learn this?
I spend money and time building my indicators to tell me when the market is ready to go up and ready to go down. Now, there are times you could make selections and it could go against you, but most of the time it should go with you. The hardest thing about day trading is to get my brothers and sisters to follow the formula.
Yeah.
happen.
That's the most difficult task.
Well, here's the thing about our community. I think because we have been so miseducated for so long and held down, it's going to take long for us, because even with this platform, we used to have like 20 people like that, come on the platform, and the numbers dwindle because I think too, people become very discouraged. But hopefully we as a community can keep growing together and we can help others be more encouraged. And I bring you people, don't I?
There are people that, yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I still have to learn to be patient.
Please, thank
I'm
you.
still learning to be more patient
Thank you.
because things are coming together.
They're coming together, and we have to manifest positivity. Look at my brother Will here for the first time on our platform. He brought on his friend, Mr. Options here, who just gave me a mini heart attack because he lost 300,000, and I felt that. I felt that in my whole shamana, in my whole spirit. But he's gonna get it back. I feel like this brother has to stay in touch. So
that's my friend who introduced me to the market.
Oh, okay, it makes sense. But listen, don't follow what he's doing for now. Just wait until he gets his money back.
I haven't taken an L like that.
Okay. But guess what? When it starts going back up, I have faith that you'll be going back up with it. And listen, y'all take me with you, please. So stay in touch with us. You have the number 347-617-6873. We want to hear from you, community. We have people watching on social media tonight, and we want to just re-encourage the community to just learn, try to get started, educate yourselves. Don't go with everybody that you speak with. Communicate and get a very good sense of whether people are like tricking you into doing something foolish or if they really have your benefits in mind. Diversify that portfolio. And again, the last two things really is contribute early and often. Make sure whenever you are in this thing, you want to do long term. You don't want to sit here and be like, oh, let me just jump in today and jump out. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because we don't necessarily want to do long term if we're day traders.
I'm not talking about day trading yet. I don't know a thing about day trading yet. I'm talking about the investment side of things. You see this man? He wants to put me in trouble.
I just want to greet Sister Deidre Hotep.
Hotep. She hasn't said one word, but she joined. I know. I'm happy. I love Sister Deidre. She's on. And we're so thankful for tonight. But one day I will get into day trading. But let me just keep working on the projects I got going on, because numbers and letters do not do good with me. That's algebra, and I failed. Okay, thank you.
Have me as a teacher.
Correct, and I don't care who teaches me, I won't learn. Thank you so much, Mr. Biko, for joining us. Listen, guys, stay in touch. We are going to shut it down. We have several more things that we're doing this evening, but we're going to keep in touch with all of you here on Team ECI. We're here every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we also want to share that we want you to join us at 347-617-6873, where you will be surrounded by a plethora of lovely humans that want to share great information with you. And then, of course, we met our brother Will through Instagram. Stay in touch with us on Instagram as well as Facebook. Miss Modeling, I'm so glad you are here and you shared great information to my sister. Let's talk more this week about getting some information out on Team ECI, please. And anything that you guys are hearing about that is beneficial to our communities, we want to hear from all of you. How does that sound?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Tell the gentleman that was right next to you, thank you for sharing some ideas with us. Appreciate it.
Oh, he's right here. He can hear you. Did you hear him?
Yes. You are welcome, and thank you all for being part.
All right, guys. Let's keep building community. We love you. God bless you. And see you on WhatsApp. And then again next week. Thank you, guys. All right. See you soon. Tell our friend we said bye, Will.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, bye. Later. Bye, guys. All right, we did it. We're done with it.
Recording stop.
Bye, Instagram. We had quite a few people on tonight. I'm happy. Let's see how many.
Yes, you had a few people on.
Yeah.
Talking about trading.
Yes, but I don't know nothing about your trading world yet, sir. This man want to get people in trouble. I promise you, every time. He's team Donald Trump and team what's the other one named? Kanye West. Team Gemini's over here. Lord have mercy on Zion. This one's gonna get. I said.
Kanye West is a Gemini too?
You didn't know? We've been telling you this.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes, right.
Good night, YouTube. Let me shut down YouTube before they hear my conversation. Like, oh my God, y'all is. Hey, that was great.